38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
B.J. Goodson made the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be second down. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Taken about 7 yards. I will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
working out of the gun. Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Cleveland Browns.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Gain of 5 brings
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
31-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the coverage.
And again, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 7. Browns.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Pittsburgh.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Browns 3.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2000...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Cleveland Browns. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Nick Chubb, second leading rusher in the NFL last year. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. 9 big yards on the carry there. 38-yard line, second and 9.
Brings up second down.
Mayfield down. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
for the Browns.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Made of the 24-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 24, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Mayfield's pass. Thrown away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8.
To go.
Throwing, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. And it's 21-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
Listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Following the open man is Higgins.
Mayfield's
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Rashard Higgins. It's a pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Now Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Ben Roethlisberger is sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Kick is good. Makes the score. Steelers.
That sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points in 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron.
3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PA. It's a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan base. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
intercepted.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Complete to
A
Chase.
good pickup there at 22.
1st and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's into the end zone. 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Baker Mayfield sacked by T.J. Watt. A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the veteran QB, Ben Roethlisberger. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brought down by
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Mayfield with the give.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
What was that, man?
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Connor on 1st down, able to take this one forward for about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play in the offseason so he can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
21-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Check three. Easy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8.
Pass complete to number 11.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
Good.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So we're like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Cameron credited him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the 3rd-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. His safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also...
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far. And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Alex Highsmith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing is we'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On second down, Samuels. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for first?
Blue 30. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 93's the mic. 93.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Vance McDonald.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
1 yard line.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner able to take this in from a yard out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score if you do that, I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Browns on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down.
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's 2nd.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle.
Mayfield's
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Hey, on 133. Switch. 51 to Mike.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's 19. Mayfield to his new target Hooper for a Cleveland 1st. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry.
For a Cleveland Browns.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 6-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Steelers' 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Ken?
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Samuels.
Jalen Samuels, the ball carrier. B.J. Goodson made the tackle.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.